Hi everyone, it's Shakira here. Welcome to our latest installment in our series, The Makeup of Makeup. I'm here with Candace Coleman of My Couture Lounge, who's our makeup artist for the day, and Tony Wilkerson, who is our model. Candace is going to walk us through how to create an everyday look. I found that many women who are working, they want to be able to have makeup on and look refreshed and revived when they're going into the office or even after work for an after work cocktail, but they don't want to look like they've tried too hard. So Candace is going to walk us through how to create that everyday look.
Okay. When applying your makeup, you always want to start with a clean and moisturized face. Tony's face has already been cleaned and moisturized, so we're just going to get into the application of the makeup. Me personally, when applying makeup, I always like to start with the eyebrows. Make sure that they're groomed and brushed in the right position. So we're going to make sure that Tony's eyebrows are brushed in the right direction. Should you need to fill in your eyebrows, you can use a pencil. For Tony, we're going to use a MAC pencil in Spiked. It's a dark brown. And lightly, like pencil strokes, just fill in any sparse areas. You never want to press down too hard. It's not like you're writing on paper, but you lightly just want to do feather strokes to kind of mimic little hairs. It makes it look more natural.
So Candace, what's the biggest challenge when women are trying to create an everyday look?
I think one of the biggest challenges, one would be not knowing the right balance between what's not enough makeup and what's too much makeup. And I think another challenge is finding the right foundation for yourself. Okay. After you pencil the brown, you want to brush back through it. It kind of softens the pencil. It makes it look more natural. For Tony, we're going to use a liquid foundation. This is a MAC foundation in NC50. Going to apply this with a brush.
And how long should it take to do an everyday face in the morning?
You can do an everyday face in no more than 10 minutes. It does not take that long. So for us, a lot of working women or moms that think they don't have time for makeup, farthest from the truth. 10 minutes and you're good.
Awesome.
Okay. When applying foundation, you want to start towards the center of the face and work out.
And what's the biggest misconception about makeup? Why do you think so many women are afraid of makeup?
I think many women may be scared. They may think that makeup is too much and that it's too difficult. I think also when you see a lot of women who may not be wearing makeup properly, it tends to look a little scary. But learning your face, what products work best for you, that's half the battle.
Awesome.
And practice. Ladies, you have to practice to really learn your face. Also, when applying foundation, you never want to look like you're wearing a mask. So ladies, make sure you get under the chin and near the neck. One trick that I like to do, finish your lips. If you put a little bit of foundation, the same foundation, over your lips, it acts as a base for whatever lip color you later and also neutralizes the lip color. So whatever lip color you're using, it stays true and it pops. Whenever you're using a liquid foundation, you always want to set it with a powder. Tony has told me that she tends to have oily skin. This will help for her not looking more greasy throughout the day, and it'll really set the foundation. I'm using a translucent powder from Black Opal on a fluffy brush, tapping off the excess and just lightly brushing it on the face. If you can see, Tony has a little discoloration around her eyes. We are just going to neutralize that with a concealer. It's going to cover some of the dark circles she has here, and using a concealer that's lighter than her skin tone, it's also going to act as a highlight to brighten up her face. For an everyday look, now that we've highlighted under her eye, we have our foundation on, we've highlighted under her eye. Now we're going to bring a little life to the face, and we're going to do that through blush. For something that's everyday, you may not want to go something that's too shimmery or frosty. You don't want to do anything that's a little too matte, but something to warm the face up and give it a little life. The color I'm using, I'm going to use Peach Twist by MAC, and on a fluffy blush brush, tapping off the excess. You smile for me. We're going to slightly on the apples of her cheeks and kind of gradually bring it back towards the hairline, but we don't want to do just one, swipe, and we don't want to do it just on apples to look like she got punched, but just a nice dusting onto the cheeks. Mascara is very important. Sometimes for an everyday face, I don't necessarily recommend doing an eyeliner. Sometimes I think it can be a little too harsh for every day. But what you can do is do multiple layers of mascara, and sometimes that can give the illusion that you have lined the top without actually lining the top. If you can look at my shoulder, what you do is, in a wiggling back and forth, get as close to the lash line as possible and wiggle up. You don't necessarily have to do mascara on the bottom, but you can. For today's tutorial, we will. Look up. Now that we've done mascara, we're going to move on to the lips. We're going to line the lips with a brown pencil. I'm using Cork by MAC.
And brushes can be very intimidating for women. How do you know what brush to use for what type of application?
Okay, when it comes to the face, if it's something that is fluffy, generally it's for powder. If it's something that is flat, it's generally for liquid. When it comes to the eye, if it's something that is fluffy, it's for blending. And if it's something that is flat, it's for packing on color. We're going to use a rosy mauve color. This is by NYX, and it is number 612, called La La. Okay. And you don't have to use a lip brush, but sometimes for application it just helps. Okay, she's all set.
Wow, Candace, this looks really great. It's
Thank
very
you.
light and natural. Not too far of a deviation from her natural face, but just a little bit lively, fun, and fresh. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Please follow Candace on Twitter at My Couture Lounge. And a list of products that Candace used today is provided below this video. Thank you and happy shopping!